I found out all this today, and it's so funny because you know when like you think about people from your past. So like when I think about Johnny, I think of like this like funny, like smiley, kind of awkward middle schooler, but he's like graduated from college now and is living his life and doing an awesome podcast. And it is called The Beast of the Week.
The Beast of the Week.
The Beast of the Week. So please, if you're listening and you like cryptozoology, things like that.
Now, cryptozoology is like Bigfoot stuff, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Go check them out because they're doing a great job and they're having a lot of fun. So this is John's recording to us.
Hey everyone, I'm John Cannon. If you recognize my voice, this is the shameless part of me being on this podcast. It's because I host the Beast of the Week podcast, and if you don't recognize it, you should check us out. We talk about cryptids and ghosts and demons, which I know is against the rules here, and it's a lot of fun. You could join the weirdos that listen to us. Now, I've had a number of spooky experiences in my life to the point where it kind of seems like they follow me, and I also happen to get acquainted with spooky people. It kind of surrounds me, and what I'm going to talk about here is a haunting that I experienced living at the University of Vermont, actually off campus in a house we rented with 4 of my friends, one of which, Sam, is actually a co-host on The Beast of the Week. So this house, it was kind of old, renovated, all that, and it was a little spooky to start with. One of our housemates, as soon as we walked in, started doing a sage smudge ceremony over the house, which, I'll be perfectly honest, I don't know the intimate details of, but I understand the gist of it is to purify a new home. That didn't seem to help the situation because pretty much from the first night on, it was things like doors opening, footsteps when nobody was home, confirmed nobody is home. The cats would just sit and stare at. The thing is, this one specific spot of the basement would be down there doing laundry, and little Gandalf is just staring intently, not like a distracted cat, but one focused on this one part of the wall. And that always freaked me out. I never knew what that was. And I think the freakiest thing that happened to me there was late one night. I think everyone was asleep. And this is very similar to something that's happened in my apartment recently. But what happened was I heard a voice right next to me, but it sounded as though garbled, like the TV is on in the other room, but sitting next to me at the same time. And there's tons of footsteps, like not quite like a house party was going on, but like you had a dinner party. And it freaked me out, and it all culminated in the door swinging wide open, which I know was locked, and just this breeze rushing in the house, and then it just stopped. And I haven't been able to make out what that meant. I know this is kind of a mundane haunting story, but it was definitely terrifying at the time. Me and my friends, we'd spend many nights freaking out while also further freaking ourselves out playing horror games or watching a scary movie, because that's just the kind of masochistic people we are. But there it is. That's my UVM haunting. I've heard other stories about a cemetery right off campus where you can see a woman in white. I've heard of a haunted dorm building, which I believe is next to the library. It's an old place. It was a wild place, and now it is a haunted place. So yeah, that's my haunting. Thanks so much for having me on. If you want to be my best friend, check out Beast of the Week, and enjoy the rest of your podcast.
Nice. So there you go. We got some real UVM stories.
I hope one day to be as eloquent a speaker as John Cannon.
They come from a pretty nice family.
I was impressed by that. Also, can we talk about the fact that his cat's name is Gandalf?
I knew you'd love that.
Oh my God, I can't even.
Yeah,
I wrote it down on my paper.
That's really good.
I want to meet your cat, Gandalf.
Yeah, no, I love that. And I think that just goes to show, like, when we talk about UVM and it having like the most amount of hauntings anywhere in Vermont, like even things close there are haunted. Like the cemetery's haunted. You brought up that one of the dormitories. Even his off-campus housing seems to be haunted.
Yeah, so it's just that whole area around UVM.
Yeah.
Nice.
And he brought up the whispers that sound like they're next to you, but at the same time sound like they're from another room. Mm-hmm. That's happened to me before.
Really?
Yes. Recently.
Where?
Remember that cute little cafe we talk about sometimes being
with
haunted?
The footprint?
Yeah, that's why we don't use the downstairs bathroom anymore.
Yeah, we have to talk about the footprint eventually.
We'll get there.
Okay. Teasers.
Yeah, and it sounds like he has a haunted apartment now, so maybe we should hit him up. Maybe we should go ghost hunt his apartment.
Yeah.
And if you have a haunted house, please have us over.
Absolutely.
Okay, Beth. So I think that's enough on our Vermont haunted areas. institutions of Vermont. If you were a police officer in training in Vermont, please let us know. If you went to UVM, please let us know. If you went to Norwich, let us know. Even if you don't have a story, be like, yo, I don't have a story. We just like to get mail. Makes us feel good.
It really does.
It really does.
And we like to read your mail and put it on the podcast.
So, going back to last week's episode, we mentioned we were going to have a ghost story from Australia this week.
Vermont, all the way around the world to Australia.
It's true. And I got a little nervous that I did the thing I always do, which is bring up stuff that doesn't end up happening because it's not concrete. But Daniel came in at just the nick of time and submitted us his story today. Actually, it's a couple stories, so we're going to spread them out over a few episodes. So here is tonight's
Drive-by ghosting from Daniel.
From Australia, mate.
Have a look at this.
In my youth, at around the age of 6, I would visit cousins who lived in a late 1800s house here in Australia.
Yes, I love it when people bring their cousins up in our podcast. Get it? Because we're cousins. Get it? Get it?
Yes.
Get it?
I get
Do you get it?
If you have a cousin, please send us your stories. All right, I'm going to read Daniel's story now.
Okay.
In my youth, at around the age of 6, I would visit cousins who lived in a late 1800s house here in Australia. My younger cousin and I would be playing in a toy room, and we would often see a late middle-aged man, well-dressed, wearing a bowler-type hat. He would watch us play, smile and nod when we spoke to him, but he never spoke. We knew he was a ghost. That was obvious, as we could see through him, and he would just appear rather than walk into the room. To us, he was just there, part of the house. He meant no harm, and just seemed to enjoy our company, our one-sided chats, and the fact that we acknowledged his existence. Anytime we spoke of him to the all-knowing grown-ups, we were reprimanded for making up stories. Later, we realized the grown-ups knew quite well he was there, but didn't want us to be encouraged.
Boo-da-boo.
Oh, those darn grown-ups.
Ugh, I hate grown-ups.
Not wanting to admit that there are paranormal forces out there.
Yeah.
That the spirits are here. They're trying to drive it out of the kids.
Is it screwed up that, like, now I'm 30, but I still always side with kids? Like, I'm still like, ugh, grown-ups.
Have you never heard the saying, don't trust anyone over 30?
No.
You have now, and you're over 30. They won't trust you anymore.
Ugh. Well, that was great. That was an awesome first story. And like we said, Daniel, he knocked it out of the park. Thank you so much. He gave us so many stories that we're going to break them up on different episodes. And we have a lot of ghost stories from Australia.
Yes. So, Daniel, thanks for joining the show. You're about to become a regular.
So, Beth, did anything interesting happen to you that you want to talk about?
Well, actually, I got a message from you yesterday telling me that I should send an email to see if I could be in the Adam Sandler Halloween movie, but I did not hear back from them. Did you have anything interesting happen, Amelia?
I did have something interesting happen. So here's my interesting story that I'm telling everyone, and now I'm telling all of you because I can't stop talking about it, but it's semi-relevant to the podcast. Let me set the scene. It's July 23rd, and I'm at work, and I walk over, and I check my phone, and I have a text message, and then I call the text message. And anyway, what it resulted in is I got a call back to be in the Adam Sandler movie being filmed in Massachusetts, and it was so exciting. And you might not think that that has anything to do with being spooky, ghosts, things like that, but it kind of does, because the scene I was cast in as an extra to be a funeral mourner in a cemetery in Salem, Massachusetts, my favorite spooky spot. And so that is how I spent July 24th, 2 days before my birthday. It was so cool.
I'm sorry. Wasn't there something a little bit special about how you found out that you were doing it on the 24th? Because you actually thought you were going to be going on the 26th, your actual birthday.
Yes, I forgot to mention that part, which actually is the most related part to our podcast. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, so yes, I get the call.
I'm really glad I mentioned it then.
I'm so glad you did too. I just got carried away. So they called me on the 24th and they're like, and the 23rd, they're like, can you come in the next morning? I'm like, heck yeah, I can. I can be there whenever the F you want me to be there. I go out, I run out of work. I'm so excited. I'm like sweating. I can't believe I got this call back. I go straight to the nail salon. I got a little manicure going. I got my eyebrows done. I'm so excited. And I get out of the nail salon. I look at my phone. They have called back. I call them. They say, listen, we're overbooked for tomorrow. can you instead come in on Friday to do like, be a person who walks through like a spooky Halloween haunted house? And I'm like, yeah, I mean, again, like whatever you want, I will do it. This is the most exciting thing to ever happen to me. So I go home and I'm like, maybe I want to go tanning. Maybe I want to do all this other stuff, blah, blah, blah. And I took a shower, and usually I shower in the mornings, but I showered at night. Got ready because I was so like hyped up from my day. Go to sleep. I wake up very, very early. My alarm goes off at 4:30 a.m. because I had set it when I got the first phone call and I forgot to unset it when they told me not to. I hit the snooze button on my alarm. Okay. And my alarm goes off again. I go to hit the snooze button again. I hear a voice. And the voice says, check your phone. You're going into the movie today.
I can't believe your cat learned to talk.
No, it wasn't Liddy. It wasn't my cat. It was a voice in my head. I think it was an angel. I think an angel was telling me this. Could be an angel, could be a spirit guide, could be a ghost. Someone once told me they thought my closet was haunted. So you never know. Anyway, they told me to look at my phone and I was going in today. And that sounds crazy, but I looked at my phone and I got a message at 11:30 p.m. telling me I needed to get my butt up to the North Shore by 7:45 a.m. for my call time because I was confirmed and booked on the movie. Pretty sweet, yeah. Mm-hmm. So I get up there and yeah, it was great. And I can't talk a lot about what happened, but I can say I went through wardrobe and hair and makeup and it was awesome. I can tell you the people who I was around, which was Ray Liotta, Adam Sandler, Rob Schneider, and Michael Chiklis. That's pretty cool.
Michael Chiklis, also known as Vic Mackey from The Shield.
Yes, for those of you who don't know, because with him, people either absolutely know him or they have no idea who he is.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think everybody else is fairly well known.
Yeah, everyone probably knows everyone else.
Yeah. He was also the Commish way back when. And he, I think, was the Hulk in the Avengers movies.
Don't know. Beth is a big Michael Chiklis fan.
Sean is a big Michael Chiklis fan. I am a Michael Chiklis fan by marriage.
There you go. Anyway, it was super awesome. It was super cool. Please go see the movie Hubie Halloween and tell me if I'm in it. Anyway, the point of this is that it has sprung a new interest in my life because I am now trying to be an actress or no, like just on TV. I want to be on TV. So if you know some way to kind of get me on TV, or what I'd really like to do is like, if anyone knows like a ghost hunting TV show they want to put me on, or if you want me to do like those really bad videos that they show people when they get a new job, that's something I'd be interested in.
You want to do training videos?
I think they're so funny. They're so funny. I would love to do that. It's hilarious.
Okay.
Oh my God, that'd make my life. I'd show everyone. And I'd camp it up. Oh my gosh, I would be so happy. All right, anyway, yeah, that's my really exciting story about getting to hang out in a cemetery all day and actually getting paid for it for once, as opposed to us hanging out in cemeteries in Salem.
But they didn't pay us to do that.
Yeah, no one pays us.
Oh.
But we like it. We get paid in joy.
Yes.
Joy. Yeah, I love doing that. Do that all day.
Other things that we should catch up on? Oh, Amelia's desire to be on TV is not shared with me. I'm actually trying to look into being an audiobook narrator.
Yeah, so if you know any ins on that, sign Beth up. She has a great voice.
Yeah. I have a great face for radio.
No, that's not true. Don't say that. You're gorgeous.
Amelia wants to be on TV.
I do.
I do not.
I do. I hope to be.
This might be the end of our podcast.
I saw a really famous astrologer. I talked to her and she said my Jupiter was something coming up and October was going to be a big month for my career and put me more in the spotlight.
Maybe you'll be an actress.
I hope so. Am I too old to be an actress?
How did Penny do that on The Big Bang Theory? I'm not an actress. I'm an actress.
I don't know. I never
with the
watched
hand
it.
motion.
Didn't watch it.
What do you do at night?
Work.
No movies. You don't watch Big Bang Theory. At least you know Seinfeld. I can make Seinfeld references and you get those.
I work. Welcome to being a workaholic. Okay. So what else do we got? What do we got? We got 5-star reviews and we got an email. Which one do we want to read first?
I think we should do Barry's email first
Okay.
because people will remember him from our first episode.
Great. And if you don't remember from first episode, it's because you didn't listen to it. So go listen to it.
This is from Barry Corbett from Boston Paranormal Investigators. Hi, Amelia and Beth. Your podcast with Tim Regan was fascinating. He was engaging and very well spoken. I'm learning quite a bit from your podcast about the various disciplines that relate to ghost hunting. Keep up the great work. Amelia, could your numerology question for 1222 indicate the time of day instead of a date? Best, Barry.
It could, but I don't know what that would mean.
Well, what happens at 12:22 in the middle of the day?
Nothing.
So maybe at 12:22, you should just be keeping an eye out for the big bag of money that falls off the Brinks truck driving by.
Maybe.
Because then you'd have time to run out, grab it, and bring it back inside before all the customers show up. Thanks for all the kind words, Barry.
Yeah,
we
thanks
really
for
appreciate
the kind
them.
words, Barry. Beth was so kind. She got me a numerology book for my birthday too. It's actually been a lot of fun. Did you look at it before you gave it to me?
No.
Oh, we're gonna have to look through it. It's a lot of fun.